Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Team Toyota of Princeton to take a look at a brand new, all new for 2023. This car replacing the Toyota Avalon in the lineup. This is what it is right here on Shabby's Rides. Special release on this one as well, but this is a 2023 Toyota Crown. This is the hybrid platinum edition in oxygen white. So let's take a look at this car, see what it brings to this luxury sedan market, non-premium brand, of course, luxury sedan market, and let's dig in. All right, the front end of this Crown in oxygen white with the gloss black look. LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, LED turn signals. We have that large grille area, gloss black, but only functional on the bottom. I like the fact that they don't have any fake venting on the side air curtain area. That's all smoothed out in gloss black, but it's looking pretty darn good up here on the front end of this Crown. Let me know what you think in the comments. Wheel and tire setup on this Crown. We have a massive 21-inch wheel. Gloss black, silver accents, standard brake and rotor package. Wheel is wrapped in Michelin Primacy Tour all-season tires, 225 on the width, a 45 series sidewall, 21s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. All right, the full side profile on this Crown in oxygen white, really nice looking color. It plays off well against the gloss black wheels with that flat black around the wheel wells and along the door sills, and that big piece of gloss black plastic along the bottom of the doors makes it stand out. You got that slope roof up top, makes it look like a fastback or even a hatchback, even though it is not a hatchback. But with these massive 21-inch wheels and the all-wheel drive and the fact that it's higher up off the ground than the Avalon, makes it look distinctive and makes it look really cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Moving in closer, we are color matched on the side view mirror, LED turn signal, 360-degree cameras as well. We're color matched on the front and rear door handle. Got the left side fuel filler cap. Up top, we have some white with a white shark fin antenna and then the glass roof on top. Let me know if you think they should have blacked out this portion of the roof rather than leaving it white. I could go either way, but let me know what you guys think. The rear end of this Toyota Crown, rounded off a bit on the sides. I don't think it looks as good as the front. Let me know what you guys think. I do like the fact that it's got the LED taillights that come all the way across, meeting at the Toyota badge in the middle, and the LED turn signals. And then we have Crown underneath the script, and then Hybrid Max on the left of the trunk, Platinum on the right. And then we have flat black down below around the license plate area, and then with some brushed aluminum trim underneath that. And then we have a dual exhaust, but it is tucked up underneath the bottom of the car. But let me know what you think about this back end. All right, we are under the hood in this 2023 Toyota Crown. And what are we looking at for a power plant? Well, we have a 2.4 liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. 340 horsepower in the max with 400 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 estimate, 5.7 seconds. MPG's 29 in the city, 32 on the highway, 30 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. All right, before we get into the interior review of this Crown, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much does this Hybrid Max Platinum Crown cost? Well, MSRP, the way this one is optioned, $54,837. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the footbox, a nice large dead pedal brake on accelerator. I like the way that all-season mat climbs up the dead pedal to prevent your foot from tearing up all that carpet. Toyota Crown on the all-season mat. And then we have the Crown brushed aluminum door sill plate to welcome you to the car, which is nice. We do have power seats with lumbar for the driver and front passenger, and then we have black leather seats. Looking beautiful, with the piping, which is gold for a crown, of course. Nice headrests with the piping, bolstering nice and soft, nice design, just a really well designed seat and very comfortable. All right, door panel action in this Crown. We have all black, soft touch up top, brushed aluminum on the door handle, flat black on the switchgear with a little brushed aluminum trim, which I like. Armrest on the door, nice and soft with some dark gray stitching. Overall looking pretty good. As we come to the dash, we have this nice soft touch up top, more brushed aluminum trim that goes into the heat and air vent, which I like. More soft touch down here, and then a nice large glove box. Driver's door panel, we have 2 memory seat settings for the driver, which is nice. And another nice touch is we do have our power fold mirrors. So you can set that right here. It's the switch right next to the mirror adjustment. You can set that to fold in when you lock the car. Nice. All right, infotainment system inside the Crown. This is Toyota's all-new 12.3-inch multimedia system. You access your navigation by subscribing and logging in with your email username and password to get that nav to work. That's because Toyota is doing the over-the-air updates for your system software and your maps, rather than having to bring it into the dealer and have them updated directly into the car's computer. But you can have your music action, telephone, where you can connect your phone. You have your vehicle settings where you can go ahead and set up how you would like everything to be inside the vehicle for you, driver profiles, all that. Wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. We also have, and here's where you would set up your profile and to sync your settings underneath this general setting. But overall, really nice Wi-Fi hotspot, all that good jazz. Looking good. Wish I could show you the nav, but again, I can't set up a profile in here, not my car. But it is a very, very nice system, and we put this car into reverse, and we have that nice large backup camera with trajectory and the 360 view on the left with trajectory, taking up the whole screen. Really, really nicely done on the backup camera. As we move down further, you have your 4-way hazards. Here's your volume control, hard switch for your radio and whatnot. You have dual climate control action, which is nice. And then you also have 3-stage heated seats for the driver and 3-stage ventilated seats for the driver and the front passenger, which is a nice touch. Down below, wireless charging pad, 2 USB-Cs, some storage there, 2 cup holders. Here is your Toyota key fob right here. Looks like the same old Toyota key fob. Lock, unlock, pop the trunk, panic button, Toyota badge, and then on the back, you can see that it says Toyota Crown. Very, very dim though. Wish they would have made something a little bit more substantial for this beautiful car. Let me know what you think about that. Here is the gear shift to go through this 6-speed automatic, and when you do want to switch gears, you need to move this to the left towards you, and then if you want to go to drive, you bring it all the way down towards you, and that drive blue, and if you want to go into reverse, you pull it to the left and move forward, and now the reverse light lights up and your backup cameras go off. So a little bit different, but easy to figure out. Here are your drive modes, and we'll see those when we go through the dash. Traction control off. Here's your electric parking brake, and then we move down to our center armrest. Nice and soft. Open it up. We do have a removable snack tray, and then down below we do have a 12-volt and a USB. Toyota steering wheel, nice leather wrap steering wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches. I wish they dressed this up a little bit more since we're in the top trim Crown. Toyota badge in the middle. On the left side we have our telephone and voice commands. On the right we have our adaptive cruise control and the mode button here to go through your infotainment system. That's what that one is for. We do have paddles to go up and down this 6-speed automatic transmission. On the stalks, you have your headlights and bright lights. On the right, you have your windshield wiper. This is a manual tilting and telescoping steering wheel. Up top here, you have your automated high beam assist. This is the windshield wiper de-icer. Over here, brighten and dim the dash, trip odometer, and then we come to our 12.3-inch fully digital dash, which looks really, really nice, and our drive modes. So we hit the drive mode button, and right now we are in normal and everything changes. We can go up to Sport S, and everything goes red. We can go Sport Plus. Everything gets more aggressive. We can go to our custom mode if we want to set things on our own. We can come back down to comfort if we really want to soften the ride. And then we have eco if we want to try to maximize our MPGs. So it's a really, really nice setup and a lot of different drive modes here in this Crown. But once we select one, everything goes back to the way it was before, and then you have all your information that you really need right up here as far as your speedometer, and then of course instead of a tach you have whether you're charging the battery, driving economically, or bashing the power down. And then we have the trackpad on the left, which you can change your configuration on how you want things to look, and on the dash. So that's a pretty cool feature as well. So it is very easy to see, very easy to use as far as that goes. And as you can see, you have other action up here you can select that you want to have presented on the dash for you. So that's a nice feature as well. So pretty cool stuff here on the dash of this Crown. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Overhead console action on the Crown. If you want your LED dome lighting to come on when you open and close the door button must be pushed in. And when that's in, you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, the lighting goes off. And here is our button for the glass roof shade. So if you want to open it, you hit it and hold it for a second, and it will go all the way back over the rear passengers. And then when you want to close it, you tap it and hold it for a second, and it will come all the way closed, but the glass itself does not open. Sun visor with vanity and lighting. Pull it out. Does it slide? Yes, it does, to cover up the side sun. Good job. All right, getting in the back seat of this Crown. We'll just jump in. Nice and easy to get in. Now we're in, and this seat is set for my driving position. Nice leather on the back, great knee space. Headroom is a little bit tight at 5'11", and plenty of shoulder width room. We have a nice leather seat pocket behind the driver and front passenger seat, all leather, which is nice. And then we have 2 heat and air vents, 2 USB-Cs, looking good. Rear door panel, same as the front. Same design, same use of materials. Here's your front door panel, and now here's the rear door panel, looking good. Seats in the back, same nice black leather seat with that gold piping, which is a nice touch. Nice headrests, and then center armrest, really soft, with 2 cup holders. So they got you covered in the back of this Crown, and it is quite comfortable to sit in the back of this Crown. All right, opening the trunk on the Crown, you can do it from the dashboard or from your key fob, or if you forget, you can come back, and right underneath here, right in the center, here's the button. You push that, you lift it up. A lot of nice space in the back here with your all-weather cargo mat that says Toyota Crown. Really, really nice, really, really large. You have the subwoofer in the back for your JBL sound system, which is in this car. And then if you open this up, lift this up, you have a nice large spare tire with tools, nicely done there. And now if you want to get these back seats down, you have your releases right here. So you pull these releases, and then you can come around and you can pull these seats down, It's a 60-40 split, 60 on the right, 40 on the left. And then you can come over here, you can pull this seat down. And now, if you have some larger items, you have that nice opening. Now, it's a little bit narrower than the center of the trunk area. But if you have some longer items that you need extra room for, they got you covered here in the back of this Crown. Here is the window sticker for this 2023 Toyota Crown Platinum in oxygen white. So feel free to pause the video, zoom in, check out everything that's optioned into this vehicle. And now, let's take her out for a spin. Alright, so before we get started on the actual drive, I did want to show you this parking assist feature in the Crown, which the button is right up here on the steering wheel that says P. And what you do is, you position yourself outside a parking spot you would like. You have the car in the gear that you need to be in. So right now we're in reverse, and we push this button. And now we have the info that comes up on the entertainment center, and it says start forward and start. So you hit start. It's going to tell you to release the brake to move. So I'm releasing the brake, and now the car is pulling forward on its own. I am not touching the steering wheel. It will position itself properly to be able to back into the parking spot. As you can see, the parking spot is highlighted in blue right there, and the wheel continues to turn on its own until the vehicle is parked into the spot. And then it unlocks the door and puts the car in park for you, and you're done, and it gives you a whirly around your parking job that the advanced park did. So a really nice feature here in this Crown. All right, we are driving this all-new 2023 Toyota Crown Hybrid Max Platinum all-wheel drive. So we got a lot of action going on in this Crown. Top trim, Hybrid Max, 340 horsepower. That's combined gas and electric. 400 pounds of torque. That is combined gas and electric. With the all-wheel drive, putting the power to the ground. We're in Sport Plus. See what this car can do. But right off the bat, before we get started with anything too heavy in the drive, this vehicle is very, very comfortable. The seats are very comfortable. The visibility out the window, front windshield is terrific. Side glass is fine. Rear glass, no problem. So not an issue there. Side view mirrors, no problem. This has the full safety suite of technology. Blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision braking alarm, traffic sign recognition, overspeed warnings. It's got all of that in here, so you're good on the safety tech. Dash is easy to read. You got dual digital action, 12.3 on the infotainment system, 12.3 on the instrument cluster. And then you have some speed. 5.7 second estimate, 0 to 60 in this Hybrid Max. That's not too shabby. But transmission really nice and smooth with this 6-speed auto. Brings it up to speed really nicely. The tires, perfect, nice and smooth, soaks up the bumps. We have this, like I said, in Sport Plus, and the steering is much tighter. It stiffened everything up moving it into Sport Plus from the normal mode. Getting ready to put this car into some heavy action. That's what the system is doing. Got the glass roof with the shade, heated ventilated seats, wireless charging, USB-Cs everywhere. They got you covered in this Crown for this almost $55,000 car. So now we're going to come down this road, and we're going to do, if nobody gets behind me, we'll do a emergency brake test from about 45 to 43 in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Nice and linear, no pulling the wheel, no locking of the brakes. And up to speed easily on the turn. We got some body roll, but this is a big luxury car, not exactly a sports car. But it gives you a lot of confidence behind the wheel because it has the right amount of power. The power comes in when you ask for it. The suspension is very well damped and very responsive when you want to turn in and get the car out of the turn, no problem. So it really, really makes you feel very confident behind the wheel, which I really like. Now we'll stop here. We'll do a 0 to 60 in 3, 2, 1. And there we go. Perfect. Nice. You see how nice that power is coming through? Moving the car down the road easily. I mean, I really think Toyota hit this one out of the park with this Hybrid Max setup, bringing more horsepower and torque, because the gas only horsepower in this engine is 264, if I remember right. So they're adding quite a lot with the hybrid technology as far as your net horsepower and your net torque, which really makes the car perform well and gives you a lot of confidence behind the wheel. So I really, really like that. And it's so comfortable. I mean, it really is. Everything they did in here just gives it so much comfort. And you're a little bit higher up off the ground than the Avalon used to be, because this is what replaces the Avalon. You got 5.8 inches of ground clearance, which isn't bad for a luxury four-door car. And I think it's a good-looking vehicle. I'd like to know what you guys think about the styling, because it's a much different style than the Avalon for sure. But I think it's a breath of fresh air in this segment. I really do. I don't know how well this car is going to sell. It just came out. This is the first Crown that Team Toyota of Princeton has received, and they received the top trim action, which is nice for them to be able to advertise everything this car can do. I really liked that park assist. I know a lot of cars in the luxury segment have that park assist, but it's just so easy to use. You pull past the parking lot, a parking spot you want, you put it in the gear that you want it in to be able to get into the parking spot. You hit that steering wheel P button on the center console, and it runs you through the instructions on the infotainment screen on what to do, and it pulls right into that spot. Now, I intentionally picked a spot with no cars around, because the last thing I want to do is make a mistake in using it and accidentally damage a brand new car that they pulled off the showroom floor to let me review and drive. That would be a disaster, because I'd be forking out 55 grand to buy it if that was the case. So that's why I picked the spot where nobody was around. But it pulled into the spot perfectly. And it was so easy to use. And I really think that's a really cool feature here in this Crown. But just driving it around, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take it out of Sport Plus, and I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to put it into Comfort, and now everything is relaxed, beautifully relaxed. And of course, fuel is low. We got 34 miles, but that's okay. We'll get rid of that. But everything is now relaxed, and it's much more wallowy in its ride, much softer in the suspension, and the wheel is now not as taut, doesn't feel as heavy to turn it like it did when it was in Sport Plus. So a really nice, pleasant change when you hit normal, and now we'll pop it down into Eco, and everything even relaxes more. The revs drop. Just try to start saving you some gas. And so a really nice, and fuel economy for a fairly heavy four-door sedan is pretty darn good at 30 miles in combined driving, 30 miles per gallon in combined driving. That's pretty darn good for a fairly large four-door sedan to deliver that kind of MPG in combined driving. So I think that's another good thing. And even with this extra electric motor supplying the extra horsepower, it's still taking regular unleaded gas, 87 octane. So you don't have to put in the mid-grade or super in this thing. You can save money, put in the regular unleaded. So that's another good thing for you. So this car's got a lot going for it in the segment. Yeah, 55 G's is a lot of money for a car, no doubt about it, but everything seems to be expensive nowadays, right? Seems like you can't buy a good, decent car for under 40, because that seems like that's the sweet spot right now for everybody's mid-range trims is 40 G's. And if you go below that, then you're going to start compromising stuff, whether it's ride quality, whether it's cabin noise, because there's less sound deadening in the less expensive cars. So, you know, everything seems to be that expensive anymore. So 55 for this, the way this is equipped, what it's delivering in fuel economy, and a fun drive in Sport Plus, not incredibly sporty drive, but a fairly quick car that gets up to speed nicely like this one did, you really can't complain at all about what Toyota's bringing in this segment now to replace the Avalon. I think they really did a great job. And of course, you get that Toyota reputation for reliability and build quality, which goes a long way as well. But now we're taking the turn, we're getting on the interstate, coming up this curvy ramp, taking the turns nicely, getting some body roll, but not tons. And we're in eco mode right now. And now we're just going to jump on the highway, merge on in, get around this tractor trailer, and off we go to the races. And we're already up to 70 miles an hour, cruising down the highway. Piece of cake. So I'm really loving this car. I mean, we did the Prius last Toyota car, hot in the market. The design looks great. This one, I think the design looks great as well. They're bringing a lot of new action. They're bringing, you know, no CVT in the hybrid. They're bringing a 6-speed automatic, which I think is a big plus. So I think Toyota's really placed this car well in this large four-door sedan non-premium market. And if you want all the bells and whistles, this Hybrid Max is really bringing some great stuff for the 55G price tag, and I would go check one out. Or you know, any of these trims, if you're looking for that larger mid-size sedan because you really want a car, you don't want to go with the SUV, go to a Toyota dealer, see if they got a Crown on the lot, and just check it out, because I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Now, Max, the Hybrid Max is bringing you the big horsepower, bigger torque. If you go with the regular hybrid, then you're going to get less power, less torque, and about a 7.6 second 0 to 60 rather than 5.7, 5.8. So it's a bit slower. So this top dog in the trim levels is going to bring you the most fun and power in the Crown lineup. But just a real pleasure to drive, and I'm just having so much fun. I really don't want to take this back to the dealer, but we got to do it. We got to get it back so they can get it back on a showroom floor and get it sold. But I really would love to thank Team Toyota of Princeton for allowing this channel access to this brand new 2023 Toyota Crown for review today. I would like to also thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.